guys, welcome and welcome back. This is Deandra and this is a first for my channel, a collaboration video. I am collaborating with Melissa from Melissa's Corner, Didi Bean, and Lo Yeye to bring this to you. Now, please check all of them out. I'm going to link their videos down below. So please, once you finish this video, hop on and watch all the rest of them because I'm pretty sure you'd want to hear their perspective on this topic, which is classic flaps alternatives. Chanel is a wonderful brand, is very coveted in this YouTube community, and is considered some of the staples, especially if you're trying to build a classic collection. There's something about the Chanel classic flaps in particular that the features that you get from it, you can get it from other brands or bags. And that's what we're coming to give you today. And I'm only going to be showing you what I have in my closet, but pretty much what we're sticking with is a flap bag with a metal and leather chain. Okay, I'm going to show you what I have, and I have 7 to show you. So now let's start with the minis first. I feel like this one is not fair because it is a exact dupe. It just doesn't say Chanel anywhere. There's no double CCs at all. This is a Tiffany and Fred Paris bag, and it's very close, very close to the mini rectangle flaps. I have 3 of them in my closet, and I've worn 2 of them. You have your flap at the back, or you have your slip pocket at the back, and you have your turn lock here where it opens into a red interior. Now the chain of the bag, it fits the bill because it is a woven chain and leather strap, which is adjustable with this ball chain here. I love this bag. I wore it recently this year, and it was a joy to carry. I actually wore this to work, and I was surprised because I never do bags this tiny, but it worked. As you can see, it's a maroon or burgundy interior, fabric interior, and all it has is just this zippered compartment. Other than that, it is an open space for you. So that's why I think it was able to work for me. Nonetheless, for mini bags, this is as close as you're going to get for the real thing that is worth your money and is of good quality. I cannot do this video without mentioning Aspinaloflondon at least one time, and I don't have much that fits the bill, and I do have more on my radar, but this is the mini Lottie bag. I love this bag. It has feet. The mini rectangle flaps, actually I don't think any of the classic Chanel flaps has feet, so that's something to bear in mind. It just says Aspinaloflondon in the back here. I have it in this beautiful olive color with gold hardware, and the interior, let me take out the stuffing. The interior is this beautiful cream ivory white color. It does have a slip pocket, and that's about it. It is literally an open pocket. And the chain for this bag is also a leather chain woven strap. Now for this one, you can double it for a shoulder bag, or you can just let it drop into a crossbody. I wore it both ways. I find it to be a joy to wear it both ways, to be honest, and there are very few bags that I can say that for. And I love this bag. It is very elegant, but you can also slightly dress it down, just a smidget, so it's a bit versatile. But I've worn this a few places where I've not been disappointed. Okay, next is this furla bag. Now this may seem a little bit odd, but honestly, hear me out. Now the vibe that this whole bag gives me a Chanel vibe in a sense. It is a flat bag on top of it too. You do have a turn lock feature here. You're getting chain and leather strap here, and you can double as a crossbody or shoulder bag. However, the only difference is there is no quilting here. This is pebbled leather. It's beautiful pebbled leather. They consider this to be a gray color, but I find it has a little hints of green in there, almost like a little sageness. Like if you see it paired with this, like this would go very well. I've worn this out on a good amount of occasions, even like birthdays and so forth. My personal birthday, early stages of my bag collection, this was my go-to for a lot of things. And I still love the bag and I still gravitate towards it at times. It still has a niche in my closet. has a slip pocket in the back, which is pretty much the same function as the mini bags. You're not going to fit your phone in there whatsoever. I love this logo from Furla. I think that was the best update and decision they ever made. You just literally turn it and push it through. This side is suede. This is from the 1927 collection, by the way, which is their retail side. And then most of the other stuff is like their outlet versions of things, which I had to learn when I went to the outlets. So this is the chain that you have for the bag. It's a bit different because it's not interwoven with the leather. You just have a chain portion and then a leather portion as well on top of that. But as you can see, you can make it be a crossbody or a shoulder strap. Now inside, the rest of the bag is fabric. You do have a slip pocket here, and it's just an open pocket, which is pretty much quite similar to the Chanel classic flaps. Some of them may have a double flap, but for the most part, that is the same design inside. I think if you're looking for something at least under $200 on a sale, because I think if it's not on a sale, you're gonna be paying a little bit more than $200. But you can find these in various colors because this is a staple in there. I think it's a classic for Furla at this point. It's not going anywhere, and you will get it in many different colors. I have been also considering getting it in a different color because I love this bag so much, but I'm still debating on whether I want to. But hands down, out of all of these bags that I'm going to show you as alternatives, please consider this one, although it does not have quilting. It may be a little bit offset because it doesn't have quilting, but please consider this one. One thing I will mention about this bag in comparison to everyone that I'm going to show you, this is the one that is the most structured. I've carried this on travels and the whole 9 yards. It does not get mushed or anything. I rather put things inside and have this be a shield because nothing is really going to interfere with this. As you can see, I have no corner wear at all, and I don't baby this bag. So definitely very hard wearing, no feet, very classy vibe, and worth the money. The most expensive piece that I'm going to show you is this mulberry lily. Thankfully, within this collab, we did not have a price point restriction because this one is going to be a bit over $1,000. This is also like the Furla bag, in which it is pebbled leather, no quilting here whatsoever. However, you are getting the leather interwoven chain detailing here. It also is shoulder and crossbody as well. You have a little clochette, which you can take off if you don't like it. This is not structured at all. Is a little bit more fluid, a little bit more mushy and so forth, but you do have a generalized shape, which is the same. This is the interior right here. You have a zippered component right here, and then the rest is just an open pocket. The interior is microfiber. Some come with suede, mine comes with microfiber interior. And the chain strap can be double, just like so, or crossbody. Okay, next we're getting into this Amy Kitzenberg beauty. I don't know the name of this, and coincidentally I have looked on their website and I haven't seen anything that looks remotely close to this style. However, this is definitely unique for my closet. This is not the norm here. It is very busy. It has some gunmetal studs. It has patterns, stitching, and everything all in between. It does say Amy Kitzenberg. I don't know if you can tell because the pattern is pretty busy, but the back is a slip pocket. Now, this does have a turn closure, and once you turn it, it opens up. You have a fabric interior throughout the whole entire bag. As you can see, you have a zippered component here like that, and this is what it looks like inside. However, the rest of the bag is an open space, but you do have a zippered component right at the front of the bag here. And as you can see, it is fabric lined. I forgot to mention that zippered component does have another flap here. So in total, 3 spots, 2 zippered components and a slip pocket, which is not bad at all. But for the most part, it's an open pocket bag. And honestly, this has a lot of space. I've worn it a few times, particularly when I'm doing a denim on denim type of look. And it has been quite enjoyable to wear. I have no problems with it. I haven't worn it all of last year, so perhaps my love of it is quite dwindling down, but every time I think about selling it, I always decide not to, because until I get a denim bag, that's when I'll get rid of this. I don't see it leaving my collection anytime soon unless that happens. But yes, this is the bag. It doubles into a shoulder strap, and you can see the leather right in there with the gunmetal chain, but it does have a leather strap on top. It may not look like it, although it looks like fabric. This is leather, and it also is supposed to have a sheen, a metallic sheen to it, so that's what you're seeing glossing over there, or reflecting back a little bit. Is a bit wearing out a little bit because I've had this bag for a while, but nonetheless, it's still kind of subtly there. So yes, you can have it as a shoulder bag or as a crossbody bag. Now everything is gonna look pretty similar because they're gonna have the same features. So there's gonna be some repetition here. However, that is the Amy Kitzenberg bag. Now this bag is the michealkors Soho bag. Now with the chain looking like this, I don't know how I can keep it like this. Perhaps I can find something on Amazon where it would keep the strap this short and I could have it like a top handle version. But whenever I see and grab the bag like this is giving me the East-West Pochette Matisse vibes. And I want that bag in the LV monogram, surprisingly, but it just fits. That whole bag just fits that whole vibe. And like this, I feel like it's giving me that. Let me know if you guys see it or if I'm just going crazy, but I'm seeing it. However, this is the michealkors Soho bag, I think in the regular size, because they do have a size that is bigger to this, which is more so like the medium almost. Now, this is a beautiful bag. I primarily gravitate towards this bag in the spring and fall, and little glimpses of it in the winter time, but for the most part, I have other bags that I gravitate towards for a black bag. But whenever I bring this bag, I always fall back in love with it. I'm always shocked as to why I don't pick it up more often, and I do pick it up from time to time. I would say at least within the whole year, it's worn at least probably 10 to 12 times. But what I will stress within this video is don't sleep on michealkors. Not everything from michealkors has MK plastered all over it. You do have a back pocket, which is a button closure, not magnetic. So that's the main difference out of all of these. All the rest are magnetic. And as you can hear, it works pretty well. Now this is not an S-lock. You literally push down this button. Okay, and once you push down that button, it opens up. Now for inside the bag, you have two main compartments with a middle divider here, and you also have a slip pocket in the back. The fabric is black, but I think that was a smart choice. Sometimes you want to see your items, but I feel like any other colors, it would have been too contrasting. But yes, you have your slip pocket here, which can hold a lot, a wallet, keys, whatever you like, and an open compartment. And then your zippered compartment, and then of course your other open pocket with a zippered back as well. The chain strap, of course, can be doubled into a shoulder bag, or you can drop it down to be a crossbody bag. When I do, I prefer to have the leather part be on top like so. When I do it crossbody, I just think it looks a lot better, and it's different and also easier to convert back and forth when I need to switch. So yes, this is the bag. Very super cute. You have a good amount of space. The divider does kind of limit what you can put in, and sometimes I go back and forth and wish that it didn't have a divider, but it's integral to the shape and the pleating nature that you see here, and kind of make it concave a little bit like so in towards the top. So that's why it is done, and plus it does give the bag a bit of organization if you don't use SLGs and so forth. Okay guys, now we have come to the last one, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what I left. It is the best for last. I've talked about this bag so many times on my channel. I have recommended, I have shown you the ins and outs. I cannot express how much I love this bag, and this is one of the heavy hitters. This is in heavy rotation in my bag collection, and this is Rebeccaminkoff love crossbody bag in the black on black hardware. Now, this bag has held up very well. For how much I wear it, and I don't baby this bag at all, mainly because since it was so hard and stiff in the beginning, especially the quilting, I was trying to, you know, soften it up a little bit, and so I didn't care how I treated it, to be honest. So it has definitely softened, but it's still, especially the edges, it still has its structure and so forth. What I will tell you, as you can see at the bottom here, it has curved in, and that's because when I sit it down, it just naturally over time, as I said, I don't baby the bag. I don't care for it. It doesn't bother me. It just comes with use of the bag. I don't care. This is a magnetic flap here. This does hold my phone, no problems. And the front of there, it does say rebeccaminkoff at the bottom. Very, very tiny. And this is a turn lock closure. Now, the one thing I would tell you is that, and what I was afraid of, which is happening in certain areas, but for the most part, it is still black, is the hardware. As you can see at the turn lock closure, it's kind of peeling or, you know, breaking off a bit. The brassy undertone is, or copper undertone, it looks like, is kind of peeking out a little bit, but from far away it still looks black, and that's why it doesn't really bother me. I do have it chipping. Yeah, it is chipping at the D-rings as well. And I don't think you can tell now, but when I do open it, one of the D-rings is kind of slanting a bit because I do pack this very much. As I said, I do not baby this bag, and hence the bag is reflecting all of that. So for me to have this probably almost 2 years, or probably 2+ years at this point, and it's still keeping up. Honestly, I don't have any corner wear. And I'll show it to you so you can attest to that as well. In comparison to the Michael Kors bag, this doesn't have any corner wear whatsoever. The only thing is that the hardware is chipping off and it is curving at the bottom here. But as you can see, it has just a raised impression of the leather, so the bottom of the bag is not getting affected. But over time, especially if this part does it too, the bottom of the bag will be fully placed on any surface that I put it on. Now, this is the interior. Like the Michael Kors bag, you just have a fabric black pattern interior, and you have a slip pocket right here, or perhaps I should put it this way. You have a slip pocket right here and a slip pocket over here. There you go, both slip pockets. And then on the other side, you have a zipper component and a slip pocket on top of this zippered component there. Besides that, it is a open pocket and you can pack it however you would like to. Now, how this bag is, because it is called a crossbody bag, it is not intended to wear as a shoulder bag. However, I saw a YouTuber who put it through and utilized it as a shoulder bag, and I was sold. I was like, this is even better for me because I can wear it more than one way, because originally at that time I hated crossbodies. Now I don't mind crossbodies. I kind of love them in a sense because they definitely give me a little bit of more versatility, especially when you want to be hands-free. And I've been wearing them a lot, especially in this year thus far, to work. Now, because of that, it is doubled, and you can see this connection here, which honestly, since it's all seamless, the color, you don't really notice it unless someone comes up close. And plus, this is on your arm. Who is going to tell? No one, not me. Now, if you do want to wear it crossbody, all you have to do is just drop it down. This is the only way you can do it with the leather on the top, because the other way it will not work out for you. So yes, this is the last bag, the bag that is the ultimate bag, I believe, for the Chanel Classic Flat, particularly the boy bag. However, it's a flap just the same. So yes, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please watch Melissa's, Didi Bean, and Lole Yeye's video, because I'm sure you would want to hear the perspective, and it's, of course, see what they have in their closet to show you that would work for this. But this is my take on the alternatives. I hope you guys are doing wonderful wherever you are, and of course I would love to see you guys soon. Bye bye.